Steve in Haymarket, Virginia, you think that there should not be sales tax on things sold over the internet. Why?
Well, in other words, the SpongeBob SquarePants philosophy, which is I like money. I like to see people work for their money, and these states don't work for the money. Now, if they're providing the school children education and they're providing fire help for anything in that
they do
that state, that's one thing. But basically, we've got a good argument for an alternative maximum tax. We used to have one in this country. It was called slavery. It wasn't all that popular. And I think we need to
I don't get your point. If the states, first of all, I don't know of any state where you could say that state budget is made up of fraud, waste, and silliness. The states are running so tight and close to the bone. And then secondly, what this lack of internet sales tax has done, particularly now that you've got internet multi-billionaires. I mean, Bill Gates worth tens of billions of dollars. Facebook, what's his name? Worth billions of dollars. You've got billions, Mark Zuckerberg. You got millions and millions and billions of dollars that have been extracted from people in the states and that are going to a small, concentrated handful of very, very wealthy people. Jeff Bezos, the guy who started Amazon.com, and all of his various investors, they're billionaires. You've got literally billions of dollars that has been extracted from the various states that has gone to these people, and the states have no way of saying, hey, you took money out of our state, and if you've driven into our state and walked up to the country store and bought that in the store, there would have been a sales tax for that, and it would have helped fund the state. But since you bought it on the internet, there's no way to pay for it. So they're hemorrhaging money, and their budgets are in the tank.
Well, it's just, there is a limit, and we need to recognize the limit for taxation. What is 110% too much?
I think in most states, this is up to. I mean, this is why it's called a democracy, Steve, or a democratic republic. In most states, those decisions, in fact, in all states, those decisions are made by people who are elected by we the people. And in some states, you have no sales tax at all. And in other states, I remember when we lived in Oregon. Oregon does not have a sales tax. Washington State does. Washington State doesn't have an income tax. Oregon does. So people used to live in Washington State and then drive down to Oregon. They'd live in Vancouver, Washington, right across the Columbia River. Drive down to Portland to do all their shopping, free of sales tax, and then drive back up to Washington State where they didn't have to pay income tax. And it always seemed a little weird to me that people would actually organize their life around trying not to pay taxes, and most people don't, frankly. But
actually, most people do, but that's beside the point there on that one. But in other words, it's just that there is a limit.
Well, certainly there's a limit, and what will happen is when if Oregon's sales tax gets so high, or if Washington State's if Oregon's income tax gets so high, or if Washington State's sales tax gets so high, you will see people migrating. And at that point, at the point that you start seeing people changing their behavior in a way that is disadvantageous to your state, that's the limit. You said, where's the limit? The limit is when you see people behaving in a way that starts costing your state revenue. Isn't that rational? Doesn't that make sense?
Well,
but that's not an argument for not charging sales tax to an internet seller.
It's the greedy bureaucrats is the problem.
Okay,
You're listening